Hey, it's Dr. Brandye. And guess what, guys? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We have made it to the middle of the week. How are you guys feeling? How are you doing? Oh man, I am doing some tech stuff. Like I got one Zoom meeting going on my computer and I have another Zoom meeting going on. Well, I had another Zoom meeting going on. I had to turn it off so I could jump on with you guys. But yeah, coming home from work and getting on some stuff. Very, very interesting. Getting lots of trainings done and listening to different things going on. So, but it's 7:30, so I have a standing date with you guys, so I decided to jump on and say hello and see how you guys are doing today. So it's Wednesday. Like I said, it is Hump Wednesday, but it's also Wellness Wednesday, and we're gonna have some fun talking about some wellness things, right? All right, so how are you guys doing? How's the weather where you are? It's cold here, but it is not raining. Yesterday when we were on live, it was actually raining. So tonight it's not raining, although it did rain a little bit earlier today. We did see just a smidgen of the sun. No rainbows today. I didn't catch any rainbows, but yeah, we just had a little bit of rain and now it's just cold. So I got my heater on, I got my slippers on, I'm chilling. I'm chilling at home. How are you guys? What are you doing? How's your day been? What has been going on? So like I said, I'm just getting on because I missed you guys as usual, and this is our standing date. It's always important to have some preset and scheduled time to connect with the people that you care about. Because if you don't, then it's so easy for things to just kind of get out of hand and out of control, and the next thing you know, it's been 2 weeks and you're like, I haven't connected with anybody, but I've been so busy and doing all these things. So it's important to have a regular standing kind of date night, actually. That's kind of how I view our time together. We get to hang out and have somewhat of a date night so that we can connect and talk to each other and hang out and have a good time, right? All right, cool. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with tonight's message, because I always try to bring a good message to you guys. I always try to bring something that you can take and use in your own life. So we'll do that now. So I'm Dr. Brandye, board certified OBGYN women's libido coach, and published Amazon #1 best-selling author. Yay. And I teach women how to feel good in and out of the bedroom and how to get their sexy back. And I do that through a number of different ways: one-on-one coaching, now through my book, also with group classes, and with things like this, my Facebook live stream. I also have a Facebook group that I run, and so just different ways for you to connect and to get the information that can be very valuable to you. And so tonight we are continuing our discussion around love in the time of lockdown. And so, we talked a little bit about it last week, and, we're continuing on with the discussion right now so that, I can help as many people as I can, because I know that things are a little crazy right now. I could say that I think things are a little crazy, a little different right now. So we definitely want to be able to support you in the things that are happening right now. So I want to say hey to my cousin Tamika. Thanks for jumping on. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, hey Pamela, how you doing? Are you chilling with Bronx? What's going on? What's going on with you? What are you doing? So glad that you guys could jump on. Welcome back to the show. And so we are going to continue in the vein, like I said, talking about love in the time of lockdown and this whole shelter in place, coronavirus, COVID-19 era. We want to talk about those things that are important to do so that you, one, maintain your sanity, because it can be crazy being around people 24/7 and having no outlet, like being able to go to work or, you know, go hang out at the restaurant or at the bar or all those other things. So one, just maintaining sanity. That's important. And then two, just giving you some tools and some tips so that you are taking good care of yourself. And three, giving you some tools and some tips to actually be able to connect on a more intimate level with your partner, but also with those around you. Okay? All right, so with that being said, we are going to get started. So yesterday and Friday, we kind of talked about we ran down the list of things that you can do in this time of lockdown to help to build love and build intimacy and things like that, like just, you know, and taking care of yourself. So just a basic keeping your routine, or altering your routine, but doing something so that you are just not like, whatever, here I am. Here's the day. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. So, you know, having some sort of routine, get up in the morning, have breakfast, shower, put on some clothes, you know, decide, oh, I'm going to work on this. Oh, maybe I'll look at this lesson and learn something. But just having a schedule and a routine helps. And then we talked about just taking some alone time, because we're like face to face with each other. Sometimes it is important for you to have just your space and some alone time. So just being alone and creating that space. And then we talked about just moving your body and exercising, because it can get I'll say it this way. There's one of Newton's laws of physics that says an object in motion will continue in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest unless some external force acts upon it and makes it do something different. So if you are sitting on the couch and just watching TV or on your phone, you are very much more likely to continue to do that unless there's some external force that makes you stop and get up, i.e. the internet connection is bad, i.e. you got to get up and go to the bathroom. So just being mindful of how you're spending your day and your time, and being mindful of, okay, I'm sitting on the couch and I've been sitting on the couch for the last 3 days. Maybe I should get up and move. So moving your body, but also just exercising and doing, whether that's exercise like I'm doing a Jane Fonda tape. I'm dating myself with that, but a Jane Fonda tape, or, you know, I'm looking up some videos on YouTube to do some exercise, or it could be just having a dance party, but just getting up and moving your body, right? Okay. So then we talked about, and when we talked about getting up and moving your body, yesterday we were talking about how important it is to move your pelvis and get things going that way, because one, it increases blood flow to the area, and two, it actually is helping you to kind of get a rhythm, be in tune with your body, be in tune with the types of movements and motions that you like when it comes to moving that part of your body. So especially the lower part of the pelvis. And we talked about belly dancing and why I like belly dancing. So if you missed it, if you missed my explanation for why I like belly dancing, go back and watch yesterday's live stream, and you'll get to know, right? All right, so then we talked about minimizing the amount of news and information that you are consuming around coronavirus and everything that's going on with the pandemic. Now, not to say that you should just bury your head in the sand and not know anything, but you should, limit your intake of information, because as you're watching more of that, your stress levels and anxiety levels are going up. And when you are stressed and your anxiety is high, you are less likely to have good interactions with the people around you, because you're in that fight or flight situation. And you're like, okay, do I need to fight this bear? Do I need to run from this tiger? And everything could potentially be a trigger. So you got to make sure that you are taking care of your mental health and your mental faculties, and be able to, pull it back a little bit. So not watching CNN 24/7. You watch it maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening, and then you watch some other stuff during the rest of the day, right? Tamika says, yes, good. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And then we talked about actually making time to spend deliberately with your partner, with your intimate person. That is very, very important, because even though you are here face to face, more than likely you're face to face, but you both have your phones in your face, or you're sitting side by side and you just have your phone there, and you're really not connecting. You're not having conversations, deep conversations. It's, things like, what do you want for dinner? Which, okay, sure, that's a good conversation, I suppose, but I'm sure that you want a deeper connection with the person who you are spending so much time with. So just having conversations, asking questions that require more than a yes or no answer. And I told you that if you wanted a listing of those questions, of some good questions to ask to spark some conversation, you could just personal message me, direct message me, and I will be happy to email those out to you, because I have a little PDF that has some great questions on there to ask. So with that being said, tonight's conversation is actually going to be around that intentionality, and actually setting up some things that you can do, some rituals and routines that you can do to create and build upon your intimacy. So one of the things that we had talked about, just being in each other's space and being around people, is just how much a simple touch can convey connection, and can convey affection and things like that. And so one of the things that I have noticed is that in a lot of relationships, namely, intimate relationships, but specifically for those intimate relationships where there's kind of a breakdown, and there's issues with intimacy and connection, and issues with having sex and desiring sex, at least from the woman's standpoint, is a lack of sex or a lack of touch that does not have to lead to sex. So there can be a dynamic that happens where one person wants a lot of sex and the other person is like, nope, I don't really want it, I'm not feeling it, yada yada yada, right? And then there can be this fear on the part of the person who really is not having that great of a sex drive, that any touch, any physical contact can actually will actually be taken as, okay, I want to have sex. And so that part of it gets kind of shut down, and they stop engaging in non-sexual touch. And by doing that, you are actually kind of shutting yourself down, and not allowing your natural desires and urges to come through. And natural urges, and by natural urges and desires, what I mean is just that natural desire to actually have physical touch, There's something that happens with babies that, you know, if they are born and they are not paid attention to, they're not touched, they're not held, they actually can develop something called failure to thrive, and they won't grow, and they won't, they won't gain weight. They won't have as great of a timeline of development, so things will be slowed down. And that can happen in relationships. You can have failure to thrive. And so one of the things that I recommend to my patients and clients who come in and they're like, you know what, the sex is just, I don't know. I don't feel like I want to. I don't feel connected to my partner and those kinds of things. I recommend something called a 60-second hug. And with the 60-second hug, essentially you are just holding that person, and the benefit to it, one, the physical touch, because it's probably been a while since you've just held somebody and it hasn't, especially your partner, and it hasn't been anything that's going to lead to something else. So it's just touch for the sake of touching, which is missing in a lot of relationships. And so we want to just hold each other for 60 seconds, right? So what is happening in that 60 seconds? What is kind of the magic that's happening? So the first thing that's happening is a synchronization of your breathing. So the way that you breathe and your partner's breathing, if you're standing there holding each other, usually within about 10 seconds or so, you'll start to kind of match breathing. And you'll get into at least a rhythm. Sometimes it's the same rhythm, and other times it's kind of an alternating rhythm. So they're inhaling, you're exhaling, they're inhaling. So that's the first thing. You will get in sync with breathing. The second thing that happens is your pace of your heart will generally start to match. So you'll bring that breathing together and be synchronized. You'll bring the heart rate together and be synchronized. And the third thing that happens is that you will then trigger the release. If you're doing this for at least 30 seconds, you will then trigger the release of a hormone that helps with bonding. So that hormone is called oxytocin. It is one of the hormones that affect love, affection, sex, intimacy, but we don't talk about it as much as we talk about estrogen and testosterone and progesterone, right? But it is very, very important in setting up a sense of connection, but also a sense of safety. Because for women, we literally have to shut off portions of our brain or turn down the impulses and certain portions of our brain in order for us to be comfortable enough to have sex. So this exercise actually helps you to establish a sense of security and safety, which helps you to be able to have sex just in general. Even though in the moment, this particular activity is not necessarily meant for you to go and then just have sex, right? So you're holding each other, you're enjoying the touch, you're breathing together, your heart rates are synchronized, you're releasing that oxytocin, and guess what else happens? Your anxiety levels go down, your stress levels go down. So you are in effect helping on so many different levels to bring more connection and affection in your relationship. You are helping your body to release that feel-good hormone, oxytocin, so that you can bond with your partner. You are actually setting yourself up to be more receptive for sexual activity, whether that's in that moment or later on. And so in terms of frequency, I usually recommend doing the 60-second hug at least once a day. If you like it and it makes you feel good, you can do it as often as you want, but at least one time a day, just so that you can reconnect with your partner, because we connect for a little bit and then we go and we do 15 million things and then we might connect back, or we might keep doing 15 million more things and just going around and going around. And then the other person's going around and you never really meet. So that 60-second hug helps you to meet and gives you a chance to reconnect even without words, reconnect even without it being sexual or non-sexual or whatever. It's just a hug, right? It's pretty simple. So tell me what you guys think in the comments. How do you think about, what do you think about, the 60-second hug? Is that something that you think you can do? Does it seem like it would be awkward? Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Have you tried it before? Some of the people who have been clients of mine and some of the people who've worked with me before have heard of the 60-second hug, because like I said, it's one of those things that I really, really, really encourage people to do. So let me know. Do you think you'll try it? If you have already tried it, how did it work for you? What did you feel? What did you think? Those are the questions that I want to know, because I want to make sure that it's helpful. The information that I'm giving is helpful to you. I know I've seen it work in multiple different scenarios, but still, you want to check in, right? I want to check in with you guys. So that is what I wanted to share with you all tonight. Just a little tidbit of something that you can do to establish more connection and intimacy while we're in this time of lockdown with regards to COVID-19 and the pandemic. So I hope that was helpful for you. Another thing that I just wanted to make sure that I share with you is that in less than 2 weeks, I will be hosting a 5-day challenge, and it is called the Big O Challenge. Now, the Big O Challenge is for all women. It doesn't mean, if you want to jump on and be there, it's not specifically for women who are having trouble with their sex drive or low libido or any of that stuff. It is just for women who want some more secrets to intimacy and to bliss, and they want to level up with everything that they are doing in the bedroom and a little bit outside the bedroom too, but they just want to level up. So that's what the Big O Challenge is. It's 5 days. We're going to have some great interactions, some great questions, some great homework. Yes, there will be homework. I am an educator, so you will have some homework, but the homework will be fun. And if you do the homework and you go over to the Facebook group and you post about the questions from the homework, you actually will be entered in a giveaway for some prizes. And every night I'm giving away prizes. Every night we're having an after party. So I think it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you can join me. If you are interested and you want to learn more, go to bigo2020.com. and you can sign up and be part of the challenge. And it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have a great time. I don't know about y'all. If y'all don't jump on, I don't know. But it's going to be great. So we're starting on April 20th. And it'll go through that whole week. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So I hope to see you there. All right. So Tamika said, I always ask for a hug and it makes me feel better. Girl, yes. Hugs are good. I love hugs. And don't let the person smell good too. Oh Lord. Yeah. I will be in heaven. Let me just say that. I will be in heaven. I am very much in tune with my sense of smell. And if somebody smells good and I hug them, oh, woo, yes, Lord. You don't even know. You don't even know. It's awesome. But yeah, a good hug is amazing. And it definitely will make you feel awesome. So, all right. Tamika said, yes, girl, I know. And that is not specific to me. That is specific to women. There's been some studies to show that when we are evaluating a potential mate and whether or not they are suitable, we actually do use our sense of smell in that evaluation. So, just know you're not weird if you're like, man, he just smells so good. Like, I love the smell. That's actually an evolutionary trait that you have evolved, that has been evolved in the female gender, so that we are paying attention to that, right? All right, so just a little note from the GED section, as D.L. Hughley would say. So yeah, so I'm going to get out of here. I got to go have some dinner, take care of a few other things, get back to this other Zoom call, the Zoom meeting that I was on. But I just wanted to jump on and say hey to you guys, see what was going on with you for this Wednesday night, and give you a few more tidbits for what you can do to maximize your love in this time of lockdown. All right. And again, if you want to join the Big O Challenge and up level your bliss and your intimacy, definitely check that out at bigo2020.com. All right. All right. So I will talk with you guys soon. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be Thursday or Friday. We'll figure it out. But I will talk to you later this week. All right. All right. Take care, and I'll see you soon. I'm Dr. Brandye, board certified OBGYN, women's libido coach, and best-selling #1 author on Amazon with my book, My Oh My, A Committed Woman's Guide to Getting the Great Sex That She Deserves. And I teach women just like you how to feel good in and out of the bedroom and how to get your sexy back. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.